Hey guys, welcome back to the channel on this beautiful Saturday morning. Yep, this is going to be another weekend where I've got 2 reviews for you. I'm super excited about this watch. In fact, I'm excited about most of the watches I review. I don't review a watch unless I really like it. There have been some, lemons here and there, but for the most part, I really only review watches that I like. Anyway, today I've got the brand new G-Shock GA-B001G-1A. That is the North American model and probably the model for the rest of the world. This is actually the Japanese version, which is the GA-B001G-1AJF. Most of these are made in Thailand. This is not actually made in Japan, but I think this is a fantastic looking watch. And that's the reason why I wanted to review it, man. I'm not a big fan of negative displays, but this watch's dial is so interesting to me, I just had to look at it. Let's check it out. All right, guys, we'll get into this thing, but first check out my Amazon shopping channel if you like this or any of the other watches I've reviewed on my channel. As y'all know, because I've said this literally hundreds of times, I do get a very small commission if you buy from my Amazon store. So when you do that, it really does help the channel, and I really, really appreciate it. So since this is the Japanese version, it's Japanese packaging. There you go. Normally, you'll get the tin or whatever. This comes with an outer sleeve, an inner watch box. So just a little bit different packaging. I don't know if one's better than the other. Y'all tell me if you like the American packaging with the tin. What the cool thing about that is you do get some really cool tins, like the match day version, the NASA version. You can get some really cool tins with those. With the Japanese version, I don't know how much they can dress up. They're like limited edition and special edition watches. So you know what? I just made up my mind. I like the tin packaging better. There you go. All right. There's the outer sleeve. You got this like faux leather kind of embossed print on this Japanese packaging. You got G-Shock and like a silver paint right there. Nothing else going on. Get a little piece of protective foam. Here is the manual, obviously written in Japanese and English. You can see it's got the 5690 movement inside. There you go. All right, nothing else in here. Let me double check. Here is your tag. As you can see, again, this is the Japanese version. Right there, there's your tag. It tells you all the features on the back. Y'all are familiar with these tags. You've probably seen these things hundreds and hundreds of times. There you go. All right, let's take out the pillow. Here's your first real look at the thing. Man, such a cool design. I do have some gripes with it though, as y'all know. I can't do a review without finding some fault or faults with the watch. This one's got a couple, but man, it's such a cool looking watch. All right, anyway, let me go tell you all the 7 specs you need to know. I'll put the rest of the stuff down there in the description for you. I've also got a little video because this watch's construction is a little bit different, which I think is pretty cool. Anyway, here we go. So you got a 42.5 millimeter carbon and resin case. It's 13.8 millimeters thick. It's 46 millimeters lug to lug. You got a proprietary strap that goes down to 20 millimeters. It is water resistant to 200 meters, which is 660 feet. Again, you get the 5690 movement with about a 2-year battery life, depending on how much you hit the light and do other functions. And of course, you get a mineral crystal. You don't get a sapphire, in a watch in this price range. So I love this thing. And again, check out all the specs down there if you want to, see it's got, Bluetooth and a timer and stopwatches and 5 alarms, all that good stuff. Check that out down there in the description field. I love this watch simply for that dial. The dial reminds me of like Star Wars credits where they're kind of coming at you like this, especially the 12 o'clock and the 6 o'clock. It's like those scrolling credits where they're coming right at you, actually, or going away from you, however you want to look at it. I just think it's an incredibly cool dial. Fantastic job. It looks like something out of like Gears of War, that video game, or Metal Gear Solid. It's just so flipping cool looking. Then you got the transparent part right here, which is really cool. This is where the strap actually attaches to this 2-piece case. And let me go ahead and show you that video real quick. Check out this video of how the case, actually how the watch is constructed. Check it out, man. All right, as you can see with that video, the case is a two-piece design and it's connected at 3 and 9 o'clock. I think it's really cool, man. I just think it's a really cool, construction of a watch. I love seeing that little dial window spin around, and I'll go through some basic functions. I'm not going to go through all the Bluetooth stuff because everything you can do on the watch, you can actually do on the watch itself, all the functions, all the settings. And if you want to do it through Bluetooth, that's great. The main feature for Bluetooth for me is that it always, updates the time. All the other functions and settings, I would just normally do on the watch myself. That's just me. I'm not a very big Bluetooth guy. I just, it's okay. It's great. If you like it, you like it. I think a lot of watches are going to be going that way. So it might just become a fact of life that, a lot of watches are going to have Bluetooth. But anyway, so here, here's the dial. As you can see, really 3D. You get all those different indexes there that are raised. You get this neat LCD. Only problem is, guys, unless you're looking at this negative display in the exact right, angle, it's really worthless. I mean, I have to admit, if they were just made as just a regular LCD, and they'll probably come out with different versions of this watch, different color schemes. Like the next one will probably have a gray dial. It'll be gray transparent. It'll have a positive LCD display. So as you can see, you've got to tilt it right around there. Any other angle, guys, look at that. I mean, it's pretty much worthless. And that's a shame because I like this LCD. I think it's a good size. It's just, man, I wish G-Shock and Casio would get rid of these negative display watches. I don't know who told them, hey, look, people are going to love negative displays because they've been doing this for the last few years. Drives me nuts. Casio, G-Shock, stop doing that. Stop doing negative displays, man. I mean, have one or two models. Like the Rangeman negative display is fantastic. There's a couple Pro-Treks where the negative display is actually extremely legible. But on most of these watches in this price range, this is just worthless. I mean, look at that, man. You can't see it unless it's right there. I mean, that's pretty much the angle that's going to be sitting on your wrist, but you tilt it a little bit, you're screwed, So anyway, all right, that was my rant about the LCD. Let's look at the rest of the watch. Again, you can see the transparent construction. This strap, guys, is super stiff. And I think that's just going to be a result of whatever it's made of. It might soften up a little bit with some wear, but man, this thing is super stiff. You got a plastic buckle too. Of course, you got a plastic keeper, a resin keeper. I mean, it's a nice enough looking strap, but man, it is very stiff. Let's go ahead and open this thing up. As you can see, again, Japanese model. It's got the little sticker right there, the little tag right there on the strap. All Japanese models have this right there. Let's go ahead and open this up. Simple tang and buckle, not a dual setup like some of the bigger watches. You just have one hole for the strap. The tang is just a one piece. Here is the case back. There you go. So you can see carbon core guard right there. All the stuff about the watch. You can see that the pushers are pretty protected. Nice. Nothing really, interesting about the strap other than the fact that it's transparent. And again, it is pretty stiff, man. I have to be honest, guys. Here is the little tag. See, it says Bluetooth carbon core guard right there. I guess what I'll do now is I will show you some of the basic functions if I can get this display in the right angle. So right now you're basically on time. Go over here. There's world time. You can see the little 9 o'clock subdial spinning around there. That's kind of cool. All right, there's your stopwatch. Let me see if I can start it and stop it. I know y'all get irritated if I don't do that. There we go. And let me see if this is reset up here. Nope, that's your light. I think reset's over here. Yep, there's reset. All right. What we got here? Here's your timer. I think it's probably up to 24 hours, I'm guessing. There's your alarm. There's your signal. So anytime an hour passes by, it beeps. Let's check out the different alarms. I think there's 5 alarms, I believe. So the hourly time signal is on. There's alarm 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then back to your signal. Yep, there you go. So let's leave it on alarm 1 there. All right. And now you're back to regular time. And of course you have Bluetooth functionality, yada, yada, yada. If you want to do the hand shift feature, say the hands are in the way of your display for whatever reason. If you press, I think it's B and C right here, that'll shift the hands for you. There we go. And it'll actually say hand shift down there in the bottom. Let me see. And then if you press this again, it goes back. Yep. So it went ahead, so the hands were at a point, it's at 12 o'clock right now. So in fact, let me do this and let me show you real quick. Let's go ahead and set the time to something different, and I'll show you the hand shift feature better. All right, go back to the top. There we go. So let's set the time. So let's set it to, I don't know. There we go. Let's set it to, I don't know. What am I set it to? 5, 6, whatever. I don't know, 15. I want the hands to be in the way, so when I do the hand shift feature, they actually go out of the way. I'm hoping I'm setting the regular time instead of the world time. All right. Press it again. There we go. Now the hands are spinning around. And now when I do the hand shift feature, I should have set it for like 420. 420. Didn't mean to make that reference. Anyway, all right, so let's do the hand shift feature, see if the hands move now. There we go. So they move out of the way for you. And then I think if you leave this for like a day, it'll stay like this for a long time. But normally if you press any other button, the hands go back to normal. There you go. So what I set it for 620 or something. So it should go back to like 620. So there you go. So those are the basic features. Again, you can do all the stuff through your Bluetooth connection. Again, the main benefit for Bluetooth for me is updating the time via the Bluetooth connection, which is connected. You know, they get time from the atomic clocks. So that's what, you know, that's the only reason why I like the Bluetooth. I like to do everything on the watch myself. Anyway, that's just me. Let's go ahead and try this thing on real quick. Man, the strap is really stiff, guys. Good Lord. It's really stiff. It's not, you know, super bad, but it's just, it's a stiff strap. Come on. All right, there we go. Man, that is such a cool looking watch. And this comes in different colors, guys. It comes in a red. It comes in a translucent green. It comes in an all black. So you have the translucent red, the translucent green, all black, and all red. And these, the translucent ones, I think are like $5 more than the other colors. And I hope they come out with this where it has a positive LCD, maybe like an all gray or like army green, transparent gray or something like that. Good looking watch, man. It feels pretty good. Again, super stiff strap. All right, we go ahead and kill the light, kill the monitor. Let's take a look at that Lume. Upper right-hand corner. It's a dual LED, so it's going to backlight the actual LCD display and the face of the watch. There you go. Oh, it has that fade. Now, it does not have auto LED, which kind of sucks. It's also not solar, which kind of sucks. But, you know, maybe they'll incorporate that in future models. But it's got a good LED, man. Now, the hands, there's only a tiny bit of NeoBrite on the hour and minute hand. Let me go and zap those for you. There you go, just a tiny bit. I really like that. Yeah, I love that transparent case. That is pretty cool. Really, really neat. Let me go ahead and zap that again for you real quick. There you go. So guys, that's about it for this one. Let me cut everything back on here. I'd love to know your thoughts about this thing. You know, what are your thoughts in general about negative LCD displays? I mean, on some watches, like on Proprietary, they're really good. But on a lot of the G-Shocks, man, they're just, I mean, you know, like, again, the Rangeman has a really nice one. But I can't think of any of the other ones. If y'all can think of a really good negative LCD display on a G-Shock, I know there's a couple out there I'm probably forgetting. But if you can think of them, put it down there in the comment section. I'd love to know what G-Shocks have a really good negative LCD display. All right, guys, so you can get these over at Amazon for $155. I'll make sure to put that code down there in the description field for you. And guys, that's really about it. As always, make sure you like and subscribe if you like my content. I really hope you do. I'll actually have another review coming for you tomorrow. This is just kind of something for me. I mean, this watch is, really expensive, and it's just something fun that I wanted to review. So anyway, I hope you enjoy that tomorrow. And guys, that's about it for this one. I will see y'all tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.